Every time you hit buy, you set off a chain reaction. One that stretches 1,000 miles, crosses skies and highways, algorithms and heartbeats. And somehow, like it's magic, your package ends up at your door. But it's not magic, it's something much more powerful. It's Amazon. In 2005, Amazon made a bold promise with one word: Prime. For a flat annual fee, you'd get free 2-day shipping on millions of items. At the time, this was unheard of. Revolutionary. Almost absurd. Someone even called it the shipping scam. But over time, customers didn't just like it, they began to expect it. Fast forward to today, more than 200 million people pay for Amazon Prime worldwide. The benchmark? Shattered. 2-day shipping is now the minimum. 1 day is the standard, same day is the next frontier. Amazon didn't just build a shipping network. They built an expectation machine, one that rewired how the world shops. Prime isn't just a membership, it's a promise. Whatever you want, anywhere you live, delivered in 48 hours, or less. If you're enjoying this breakdown, make sure to follow for more deep dives like this. Here's the secret. Amazon doesn't move products faster. They just start them closer to you. Amazon operates over 300 fulfillment centers in North America alone. Most are the size of 15 football fields, and every inch is intentional. Every shelf, every robot, every truck bay, part of a mega grid designed to move one thing: a box. We don't store random inventory in random places. We pre-position items based on predictive demand, even before they're ordered. In other words, Amazon is playing chess while the rest of the world is playing checkers. Their system knows Americans will want sunscreen in Phoenix, gloves in Boston, protein powder in Los Angeles. Not if, but when. You browse. Amazon's AI predicts and shifts stock nearby before you even check out. The box is 50 miles away by the time you click buy. This isn't warehousing, it's anticipation engineering. That race to your doorstep starts not just from a warehouse, but from a hyper-strategic network beneath the surface. These are Amazon's silent cities, micro-fulfillment centers and sortation hubs. These hubs don't just sort packages by zip code. They route them by time of day, traffic prediction, weather data, and carrier load balance, in real time. Think of it like Waze, but for 1 million packages per hour. One package might go to a flex driver, another to a delivery van, another straight to a Prime Airjet. What makes it all work? Proximity to population. 75% of Amazon warehouses are within 50 miles of major metro areas. Micropools of inventory. Algorithms stock best-selling seasonal items nearby. Redundancy. If one center is overloaded, others compensate instantly. Amazon no longer relies solely on traditional shipping routes. They've created a fluid mesh of logistics, designed not for cost saving, but for speed dominance. And if you're in a remote town, don't worry, their reach spans every zip code in America. Why? Because they built it that way from the start. Every click you make on Amazon feeds a machine that doesn't just respond to your actions, it predicts them. That pair of headphones, already waiting near your zip code. That jacket, sitting in a box near your local airport, before you even searched winter coat. Because this isn't shopping anymore, it's anticipation logistics, sharp as code, fast as instinct. Amazon's real superpower? Not delivery vans or robots. It's their data advantage. Using deep learning tools on AWS, including Titan, their proprietary LLM, and Amazon Bedrock, they train algorithms to dig through trillions of data points. Local weather forecasts, past behavior patterns, regional holidays, demographic buying spikes. It's how Amazon knows you'll probably need allergy medicine in mid-April, or that batteries spike during hurricane season, or that protein powder trends in January. Once your order is placed, it's picked at lightning speed, sometimes in just 3 minutes. Inside a fulfillment center, hundreds of thousands of products move down conveyor belts, guided by robotic engineers and human pickers working in harmony.
Once an order hits, it shows up on the scan gun. The shelf literally comes to us, thanks to the Kiva robots. It's a dance between people and machines, and we're fast, really fast.
New in 2024, the Sequoia robotic system, capable of unloading trucks, scanning SKUs, and sending stock into the system without a single human touch. Each fulfillment center now supports Ernie 5G robotic arms that lift heavy totes, minimizing injury, and boosting efficiency by more than 25% per year. But what you see as a Buy Now button is actually the finish line of a race that began days earlier. A third-party seller gets inventory into Amazon's system. Amazon's AI determines the best location for those items. And then, pricing, timing, and returns, all calculated in milliseconds to show you that perfect offer, all optimized to make sure you don't shop anywhere else. When Amazon launched Prime in 2005, overnight shipping was considered a luxury, an outlier, almost frivolous. Today, it's the cost of entry, and to control the cost, the timing, and the promise, Amazon took to the skies, literally. Amazon Air started in 2016 with just 40 planes. As of 2025, it operates over 125 aircraft, many operating from 15-plus air hubs nationwide. By 2025, Prime Air handles over 1.3 million packages a day, connecting distant fulfillment centers, sortation hubs, and last-mile delivery zones via high-speed air transport. What used to take 12 hours after an order is placed now starts in 2 minutes. At certain hubs in Florida and Texas, a new pilot program known as Auto Sort to Flight lets packages move directly from fulfillment to aircraft, skipping sortation entirely. Once scanned, they're routed to the nearest aircraft preparing for departure. The system calculates which flight will arrive closest to the final zip. What's the optimal delivery window? Which van or flex driver will handle the last mile? All this happens while most people are still brushing crumbs from their keyboard. Speed doesn't stop at 6 p.m. Amazon's Red Eye delivery network launches between 11 p.m. and 4 a.m., especially for rural regions, giving even remote towns a fighting chance at same-day service. For the customer, a miracle. For Amazon, just another day at 35,000 feet. The moment the plane lands, scanned parcels are handed off to nearby delivery stations. From there, loaded onto Amazon logistics vans, flex drivers' personal vehicles, or contracted transport services in cities. It's a race through traffic. In rural areas, it's miles of dirt roads and precise GPS steering.
They send me 60 packages on a 6-hour route. I use the Flex app. It routes me down to the second. Some days I deliver in 35-degree weather. Some days it's 105. But that one-day promise, I make it happen.
If Amazon had kept relying on third-party carriers, it would have lost the very promise it sold millions of people on: speed. Today, nearly 1 in 3 online orders in the US are transported by Amazon's own air and ground infrastructure. And unlike UPS or FedEx, Amazon doesn't ship for everyone. It ships only for itself, letting it prioritize prime routes above everything else. By the time your Amazon package reaches your zip code, it's already crossed cities, states, even skies. But the hardest part is what gets it across the street. The last mile, the final stretch from warehouse to your door, is the most expensive, the most chaotic, and the most human part of Amazon's delivery empire. Think all your Amazon boxes come from the same place? Think again. Amazon uses a hybrid system for last-mile delivery. Full-time Amazon logistics drivers, independent contractors via Amazon Flex, partnered gig carriers and third-party DSPs, national services like USPS, UPS, or FedEx. Yes, even still. Flex drivers alone now number over 130,000 across 80-plus US cities. They use their own cars, their own gas, their own insurance, but they deliver Amazon's promise in under 24 hours. At the core of it is logistical choreography. AI-driven optimization reroutes deliveries in real time, adjusting for traffic, weather, delivery density, special instructions, driver availability. This is called dynamic route adjusting, introduced in 2025 across all Flex pilot markets, and it adapts live based on package loads, cancellations, even neighborhood construction delays. It's like Uber, but lots more stops. You can choose your route blocks, 3 hours, 6 hours. The system tells you where to go, when to drop them off. It's crazy how tech-heavy it is, but it works. But this efficiency comes at a cost. Just-in-time delivery means just-in-time pressure, felt by tens of thousands of drivers every day. Drivers face relentless expectations. 250-300 packages per day in peak seasons, GPS-verified drop-offs, strict photo proof, built-in performance ratings.
You're not just racing traffic, you're racing the algorithm. And if you don't deliver fast enough, too many missed scans, you can get pulled from routes.
The last mile has one major X factor: flexibility. And that's where Amazon's drone program fills the gap. Prime Air drones, launched in 12 pilot cities by 2025, now complete 5,000+ deliveries per day, dropping lightweight packages right to driveways, balconies, special landing pads, and rural yards. One day is great, but sub-hour, that's the future Amazon is chasing. But how does Amazon ship hundreds of millions of orders fast, without running out of stock? That's where algorithms grow teeth. Welcome to SKU tracking at superhuman scale. Amazon sells just about everything. But its delivery power isn't about selling a lot. It's about stocking the right things where they'll be needed before they're even wanted. At the heart of its fulfillment network is a brain one that thinks in SKUs, velocity, threshold forecasts, customer demand spikes days before the surge actually begins. It's called IES, short for Inventory Execution System. And backed by Titan, Amazon's AI engine trained on decades of shopping behavior, the system gets smarter every second. The system predicts reorder timelines, adjusts for weather, seasonality launches, weight-based container balancing to improve aircraft fuel efficiency, and autonomously shifts shipments closer when demand spikes flirt with trends. Small, light items equal sign ideal for same-day air delivery, for example, phone chargers, vitamins, books. Bulky, low-demand items like patio furniture, pre-staged in regional warehouses only. We divide products into tiers based on delivery sensitivity. High-sensitivity items, like diapers or laptops, those have to be within 20-50 miles of major cities at all times. So what happens when you order something? Your nearest fulfillment center is pinged. If the item isn't close, an alternate FC ships it to a sortation hub. It's batched, scanned, coded by Ziplane, and pushed onto either a delivery van, a flex car, or a red-eye Amazon Air flight. A box that looked in stock might have just arrived via a preemptive supplier push 3 hours ago, thanks to back-end robotics and predictive inventory flow. Amazon is now training inventory-centric AI agents for 3 RD-party sellers, showing them how to forecast better inside Seller Central. The more sellers stock smart, the more Amazon can guarantee speed. This is how Amazon expands fast delivery to 100 million items. It's not brute force. It's optimized, intelligent fulfillment powered by one of the sharpest logistics systems in human history. For most customers, Amazon is Amazon. You buy it there, it arrives in a box. That's it. But here's the twist. More than 58% of all physical goods sold on Amazon aren't sold by Amazon at all. They're sold by third-party sellers. A stay-at-home mom with a pet supply store in Idaho, a sneaker reseller in Michigan, a small electronics wholesaler in New York, all competing side by side, and all shipping through Amazon's empire. Third-party sellers do one thing right: find products. Amazon does the rest, stores their products, packs the orders, delivers them, often in 1 or 2 days, and handles returns. This system, called Fulfillment by Amazon or FBA, has made it nearly impossible for other platforms to compete.
I don't even touch 90% of my inventory anymore. I send a pallet and it's magically handled.
But selling through Amazon's engine has strings attached, more competition, higher fees, and one sneaky algorithm that decides your fate: the buy box. Nearly 90% of all Amazon purchases happen through the buy box, and only one seller at a time gets it. How does Amazon decide who gets the golden ticket? By measuring price competitiveness, prime eligibility seller, performance inventory levels, even warehouse proximity to a customer. The closer the product is to the buyer, the faster it can be shipped, and the more likely you win the buy box. You can have a lower price, even a better product. But if your inventory is across the country from the shopper, Amazon won't risk losing that prime speed. But third-party sellers aren't alone in the ring. They're fighting with Amazon itself. From Amazon Basics to Solomo, Lark & Row, Amazon Essentials to higher-end tech gear, Amazon now operates over 100 in-house brands. When Amazon runs the store, owns the shelf, controls the warehouse and the search algorithm, guess who gets top billing? We've seen reports that Amazon uses search and sales data from third-party sellers to launch competing private label products. Amazon denies manipulating rankings, but the trend is clear. Data is power. And on Amazon, the data flows in one direction, to the company at the center of it all. You can't build the world's fastest delivery system without people. 1, 2, sometimes 3 shifts a day in more than 300 fulfillment centers worldwide. 1 million packages per hour, 250,000 workers. Every movement tracked, every scan recorded, every second optimized. The pace at Amazon warehouses is legendary and controversial. Workers are expected to hit strict unit per hour quotas, sometimes exceeding 400-600 picks per shift.
If you take a bathroom break, your scan rate can drop. The system tracks minutes of time off task. It feels less like a job, more like a stopwatch game.
2025 safety report revealed that fulfillment center injuries, especially repetitive motion strain, still exceed industry averages by 20%, despite automation gains. Amazon's monitoring systems include wristwear sensors, package scan logs, route motion trackers, AI-based productivity scoring, and in some centers, camera systems observing posture and motion efficiency. These aren't just tools for assistance, they're mechanisms of enforcement.
With drones, delivery apps, AI tracking, we've entered the era of algorithmic management. The manager isn't a person, it's a program.
Following public backlash and protests from warehouses in New York, Spokane, and Jacksonville, Amazon rolled out a $2 billion fair fulfillment initiative. Promises included heat mapping facilities and implementing cool zones, 700,000 hours of additional safety training, new wearables designed for posture support, not just productivity metrics, a mental health internal hotline for warehouse employees. Amazon insists that safety is aligned with speed. But whether it's a warehouse picker or a flex delivery driver, many still feel replaced by the AI that governs them. Look, I like the job, but when the app sends 50 stops and doesn't adjust for traffic or a flat tire, it's like the route is designed for a robot, not a human. When you click Buy Now, you're not just choosing convenience, you're engaging with one of the most automated, data-driven, and debated corporate machines in the world. Behind every barcode is a balance. Data versus empathy, scale versus humanity. And the question, is speed worth the strain? Somewhere in a quiet suburb of California, a small box is flying overhead. No human pilot, no van, just a destination. Your backyard. This isn't the future. It's Amazon Prime Air, today. In 2025, Amazon's fleet of Prime Air drones delivers over 5,000 packages a day across 12 metropolitan areas, including Lockhart, Texas Riverside, California Palm Springs, Phoenix suburbs, select high-density zones of Georgia and Arizona. But here's the twist. These drones don't just fly. They decide where to land. They scan rooftops, detect dogs in yards, sense flailing arms or human voices yelling, "Stop!" and then make a call in milliseconds.
Safety isn't optional. If a drone has even a hint of uncertainty, wind gusts, tree limbs, an unidentified child, it aborts delivery mid-flight.
Launched in late 2024, the Prime Air MK30 can deliver packages under 5 pounds, operate in light rain and wind, perform sealed, contactless drop-offs, autonomously land in yards, porches, balconies. These aerial bots now handle 15–20% of small package fulfillment zones in test markets. Books, phone chargers, sunscreen, skincare, vitamins, anything under 5 pounds, anything needed fast. Drop a comment below. What's the fastest delivery you've ever received? In other neighborhoods, the future doesn't fly, it rolls. Meet Scout, Amazon's Sidewalk delivery bot. First deployed in 2023, Scout now operates across test zones in Irvine, California, Atlanta metro parts of Seattle, and Portland. It recognizes stop signs, steps aside for pedestrians, and even pauses if a squirrel crosses its path.
It parked by our porch and waited until the dog barked like crazy, then rolled around our yard to reach the driveway side. It's weirdly smart.
Amazon's not just testing robots and drones, it's hiring AI engineers, investing in drone hubs, and building robo-distribution protocols that could support 50,000 plus autonomous deliveries per day by 2027. By 2026, Amazon expects 25 cities with airborne delivery drone weight increase to 10 pounds. Max delivery time window, under 30 minutes, because the aim isn't just fast, it's instant. When Prime launched in 2005, retailers rolled their eyes. Free 2-day shipping? Unsustainable. Today, they're not rolling their eyes. They're writing billion-dollar logistics checks. Walmart is the most serious competitor. With 4,700 stores across the US, they're 10 miles from 90% of the population. In 2024, Walmart's Drone-Up network launched in 12 states, offering 15 30-minute deliveries of groceries, health items, and household goods. Free next-day shipping, drone packages in 20 markets, in-store pickup plus app-integrated same-day.
We're turning our retail stores into micro-fulfillment nodes. The store is the warehouse now.
Target 2 is leveraging its real estate. With 75% of its stores now doubling as mini fulfillment centers, they've slashed last-mile costs by 30% and offer 2-hour delivery for Shipt members. Their niche? Grocery, last-minute lifestyle picks, and easy curbside pickup. But matching Amazon's depth of inventory data and infrastructure? Still out of reach. Shopify, once an underdog, partnered with Flexport and 3PLs. to create a multi-seller fulfillment network. It's fast, but it's fragmented. eBay? Focused on choice and curation, less on speed. Instacart? Dominating grocery, but not retail. Nobody, not yet, can unify search, logistics, warehouse robotics, delivery fleets, and customer loyalty like Amazon. In short, most retailers are building network patches. Amazon built a logistics operating system. The real Amazon advantage? Data. Years and years of it. How zip codes behave, what trends spike after school hours, which neighborhoods prefer pet items after holidays, what one item you've been browsing at 2 a.m. for 6 nights in a row. That insight doesn't just boost marketing, it tells the warehouse what to stock. It tells the plane what to carry. And it tells the flex driver what to prioritize at 5:47 p.m. If you made it this far, hit follow for more stories like this.